you go down to the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today, you'll never believe your eye. Today's the day, doobity-doo.
Welcome back, folks, and today we're making creamy mushroom soup. But not just any mushrooms. Today we'll be using chanterelle mushrooms and pig's ear mushrooms, which I picked just a few days ago from the Mount Hood National Forest. This is actually a French version of cream of mushroom soup, but we'll be using the chanterelles and the pig's ear. I wouldn't normally use chanterelle as they're about $25 a pound from grocery stores here in Oregon, but if you can find them yourself. In fact, if you last to the end of this video, I'll put some footage on at the end of me looking for mushrooms in the forest, and I'll put a few tips on how you can find them yourself. The ingredients we'll be using today are as follows: 8 ounces of chanterelle and pig's ear mushrooms, 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 2 cups of diced shallots, salt and pepper to taste, a drizzle of olive oil, 4 cups of chicken stock, and half a cup of half and half, and some spring onion. Step 1 is to rinse the mushrooms and pat them dry. I've already taken care of that. Next, you want to melt butter in a deep, heavy bottomed pot over medium heat. Add the shallots and cook until translucent, normally about 3 to 5 minutes. Once you have rinsed off the mushrooms, patted them dry, sliced them in half, removed any dirt and chopped them up, and once the shallots are translucent, add the mushrooms to the pot. And toss in a generous pinch of salt and add pepper. Drizzle with some olive oil. Continue to cook until the mushroom pieces shrink in size and brown slightly. Should be about 5 minutes. Pour the chicken stock into the pot. Bring to a boil, reduce heat and simmer for 15 minutes. While the pot is simmering, chop up the spring onion. We don't need the white part, we just need to cut up the green part and keep that for the end. After simmering for 15 minutes, remove from the heat and let cool slightly. You want it cool enough to be able to add to your blender. Label the soup into the blender. Cover and blend on high power until pureed, about 1 to 2 minutes. After which, add your half and half and blend for an additional 1 minute. Next, we're going to return the blended soup to the pot. Heat until warm through, give it a little taste. If it needs more salt and pepper, add a little more. Next, take your Loch Ness Monster ladle and pour yourself some soup. And the last step is garnish with your spring onion and serve. And there you have it, folks. Creamy chanterelle mushroom soup. Although I do want to add, you can use any mushrooms. You don't need to go digging around in Mount Hood National Forest for mushrooms like I did. You can just as well and just as easy find mushrooms at the store. Any regular button mushrooms will do. I'm going to go dig into this. Thanks again for making it this far in the video. I really appreciate you hanging out and watching me make this soup. Give it a try yourself and let me know in the comments how it turned out. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. We're heading east from Portland today to a little town called Estacada. It's about 20 odd miles outside of Portland. It's on the Clackamas River and there's a lot of logging goes on out here too. And that's the reason I'm coming out this direction today, because chanterelles like to grow in the second, what would you call it? The second grow. That's where you can find them mostly growing in around Douglas fir and hemlock.
If you go down to the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today, you'll never believe your eye. Today's the day, doobity-doo.
Okay, here is another example of a chanterelle. Golden on top, and it'll be white underneath. Let's give it a little pick here. A little lighter underneath. You see how the gills come down and form part of the stipe, and if you pull the stem apart, it should pull apart just like string cheese. Just like string cheese. See that? Just like that. Thanks again for watching, folks. If you're interested in learning more about finding chanterelles and other edible mushrooms, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon. I've got a video coming out soon that dives deeper into these delicious mushrooms, as well as a few psychoactive varieties that thrive here in the Pacific Northwest. Until then, happy foraging, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.